This is KJ6BFT Margaret. We had a very short notice to do the Saturday night Wamonet at a special location. With only 2 hours notice, 30-minute setup, and was only allowed 30 minutes to be on the air, we did it. Thank you for watching.
QST. Good evening, San Diego. This is KJ6GOO
and KJ6BFT.
Heather and Margaret for the Amateur Radio Club of El Cajon. This net is conducted on the repeaters of the Amateur Radio Club of El Cajon.
Club website is www.wa6bgs.us. The email is club@wa6bgs.us. The telephone is 619-663-6011.
The club repeater information. The Amateur Radio Club of El Cajon operates these repeaters during radio nets. These repeaters are linked together, providing access on 2-meter and 440 bands. The Amateur Radio Club of El Cajon provides these repeaters for the use of licensed amateur radio operators. The club is supported by membership dues and gifts. Please consider joining the club or making a donation to support the use of these repeaters. Reset. Club meetings. The Amateur Radio Club of El Cajon has monthly meetings on the second Thursday of the month, starting at 7 p.m. Club meetings are held at the First Lutheran Church in El Cajon at 867 South Lincoln Avenue. For more information, please see our website at www.wa6bgs.us. Reset. Health and welfare. If anyone has any information about a fellow amateur radio operator or any of our friends out there, please contact our health and welfare chair at health@wa6bgs.us. We do like to keep up with our friends and members and let them know we are thinking of them. The format of this net is 3 rounds and 2 features. Round 1 is check-in and welcome. Feature 1 is club reports. Round 2 is discussion and memos. Round 3 is 73 round, and Feature 2 is amateur radio newsline. We reward participation. 1 full point is awarded for completing all 3 rounds. Late check-ins receive half a point. Early checkouts receive half a point, and nothing heard after the check-in list is published to the club website receives half a point. Would anyone like to check in? Please check in with your WAMO number, then call sign, then first name. Please come slowly now.
1906 KJ6WJ.
Daddy WJZ.
What?
WJZ?
Okay, we have KJ6WJZ. Mike checked in. Is there anybody else who would like to check in?
WA6M87, well 205.
Got it.
Okay, thank you, Pat. Is there anyone else? Okay, nothing heard. KI6TTF, Joseph, welcome to the net tonight, and do you have anything to share with the group?
Hi there. Had a pretty good day. Worked on a couple things, getting a couple projects and hobbies going again. Helped my neighbor with his truck, and he has a blown head gasket. It's definitely, or cracked head, definitely got water in the oil. My Suburban has the symptoms of a head gasket or head problem. I'll be fixing that sometime this week. And let's see what else did we do. We did a couple little radio projects in there, fixing things on some stuff. And redid our network. We did that a couple weeks ago, but we got to finish it tomorrow. Just have a little bit of fun with all the electronics. And maybe I'll get to work on my helicopter tomorrow. That's pretty much all I got for recently. of that KI6BGS. BPY is good.
Okay, thank you, Joseph. KI6CPY is checked in, but is getting the news line ready. So KJ6WJZ, Mike, welcome to the net tonight. And do you have anything to share with the group?
Nothing too exciting. I actually got called back to work for about 5 hours this afternoon, so just glad I was able to get back in time for the net. I enjoyed hearing Arnie speak at the meeting, and that's about it. Just looking forward to a good Sunday. Back to Net Control, KJ6WJZ.
Okay, thank you, Mike. WA6 said, Pat, welcome to the net tonight, and do you have anything to share with the group?
Somebody said we're coming in on 450, and it turns out that 450 has better connectivity to the repeater system than 2 meters from East San Diego. Thanks to everyone who came to the meeting here Thursday night. And today we went up to the mountaintop in Crest and worked on the repeater system. We tried changing out the 450 repeater, and I don't know, something didn't work. So we're still with the existing 450, but we did make great improvements on the 222 repeater, thanks to Chuck WD6APP, Dave KI6GRN, and also Terry, who came up to the mountaintop, and of course Jason, who was in the WD6APP.
Okay, thank you, Pat. You got a little scratch there at the end, but thank you. That is the end of the list. Before we do club reports, would anyone else like to check in? Please come now. Okay, nothing heard. Does anybody have any club reports? Please come now.
Pat, you want to go?
Go ahead,
All right, well, club reports, we just had a great meeting with Arnie, N6HC. Learned a lot on that de-expedition stuff. Very good ideas for antennas and antenna fields and trying to plan things out. I don't know about the rest of the people there, but that was very educational. Someday EPY and I would like to take part in one of those. I think that'd be a lot more fun than just contesting, although we had Dennis Bernacia, I forgot his call, do contesting 101, and that was an eye-opener. Those guys are into it, and I can respect that quite a bit. I don't know if I could have the time to do that. And then we had next month, Marty Wall's coming down, the ARRL Vice Director for the Southwestern Division. He's coming down to visit us, talk about some ARRL stuff, and also to talk to us about emergency power and power loads, power load management, sources, and all that is aimed toward field day. Everything we've been doing this year is aimed toward field day. Propagation, building HF antennas, contesting, de-expedition. It's all got part and parcel of field day in it. And of course, field day is June 23rd. Kids Day is June 15th. And we got to start mentioning those because we're coming up on those events coming up rather quickly. Tower trailer training was rescheduled to the 20th, next Saturday. That's on the website, wa6bgs.us, if you couldn't guess. Now, let's see, May and then June. The June meeting will have some stuff about, will be the layout, the plan, and the details of field day, signing up for bringing things, or final sign up for things like generators, feed line connectors, barrel connectors, that kind of stuff. And we just got a really busy, really good and busy year going here. So we look forward to hearing from you, and we look forward to you joining us in these events. And Pat, you got anything to add to that? KSX TTF?
Well, WA6MHZ, I'm pleased to report that the 450 works much better than 2 beaters in the path here between East San Diego and El Cajon. So that's a good choice for stations that are having trouble copying or getting into the repeater, is to try the 450 link repeater. Next weekend is the Visalia DX convention, so unfortunately, I won't be there for the tower training. And also, their ARL Southwestern Division convention will be held in September up in Ventura by the Santa Barbara Amateur Radio Club. So I'm not sure of the dates yet. They're still working on that. But that's not too far a ride from San Diego up to Ventura for the ARL convention, and of course the 2014 will be here in San. I don't know what happened there. Go ahead.
Go ahead, comment.
Yeah, Joseph, I've got that little piece of paper they were handing out, and it is June 8th through 9th, and they're asking to contact Conrad Bars, KG6, Julia Edward Ida, and looks like his email is stealper@cox.net regarding that.
Okay, Tom, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mike, Joseph, and Pat. Would anybody like to work a WAMO contact? Would anybody like to make a WAMO contact or contact another net member?
KG6WJZ.
Go ahead.
Just for your dad, do you have an idea on the hours for tower trailer training? I'm not sure my schedule next Friday, but I was wondering the hours.
Yeah, Mike, it'll start at 10 a.m. If we have enough people to do 2 runs of it, we'll do 2 runs, but if we only do 1 run, it'll only take about an hour to an hour and a half, and so we should be wrapped up by at least by noon. If we have 2 groups, we can probably fit 2 groups in 2 hours. KS62.
I copy that. Just where's the location?
Okay, thank you, Mike and Joseph. Would anyone else like to make a WAMO contact or contact another net member?
350 miles away.
Okay, thank you, Mike and Joseph. Would anyone else like to make a WAMO contact or contact another net member?
Are you going to do how was your day? Yeah, put better looking.
Okay, Margaret, how was your day?
My day was okay. I don't feel that well.
You got
I went to dance down in the Wilmette every other Saturday. The Saturday dessert is citrus pie. Heather, how was your day?
My day was good. I woke up around 10 o'clock. I slept in a bit because last night my mom and I went to the Padres game against the Rockies. And I went grocery shopping with my mom and came home, put some stuff away, worked on some weekend homework, and now I'm doing the WAMO net. Now for the 73 portion of the net. KI6TTF, Joseph, thank you for being on the net tonight, and do you have anything to share with the group?
You mean, do I have closing comments?
Yeah.
Okay. No, just it's interesting having an audience of many listening and not participating. It keeps the net short and gets us to Newsline a little quicker. And appreciate Pat being there. KI6TTF.
Thank you, Joseph. KJ6WJZ, Mike, thank you for being on the net tonight, and do you have any closing comments?
Thank you for hosting the net as usual. Margaret, I hope you feel better. And 73 to everybody, and hope you have a great week ahead. KJ6WJZ.
Okay, thank you, Mike. 73. WA6MHZ, Pat, well, thank you for being on the net tonight, and do you have any closing comments?
The 450 repeater here all the way from San Diego to Crest. We're just climbing up the hill to Crest now. And in the past, the repeater's been very raspy, but we haven't noticed the slightest bit of raspiness since we've ran it today. So maybe there was a bad connection in the way it was hooked up. So we can just hope that it is cured and the new 450 repeater won't be needed. We'll encourage folks to try out and exercise the 450 repeater and see if that raspiness comes back. But we have heard no sign of it at all the way from East San Diego to here, so maybe it is cured. Could have been a loose connector or a bad connection to the connector, oxidation. So we'll hope that's what's wrong, and maybe it's cured here now. And also, Chuck is still working on the linking of the 222 repeater, but it is really working great now. It has a hang time and a beep. So in the past, folks didn't know whether they were keying it up or not, but if they are keying it up now, and it sounds like a real repeater. So great improvements in the repeater system here in Crest. 73s to all, WA6MHZ, coming just about at the top of the hill here in Crest.
Okay, thank you, Pat. KI6UPY, Joseph, thank you for being on the net tonight, and do you have any closing comments?
Well, it's been great listening to the net, hearing some great things. Glad to hear good credit to the theater today. And quite the setup we've got here. Indeed it is. 73, KI6UPY.
Thank you, Joseph. And that is the end of the list. In a few minutes, we will start the Newsline recording. This is a pre-recorded audio file from the Amateur Radio Newsline of America. In the event of technical difficulties with the broadcast or the need to use a repeater for an emergency, please call 619-213-2693 or 619-663-6011. You may also send a text message to those phone numbers. This information is posted on the club website with tonight's list of participants and points awarded. We want to thank Joseph, Mike,
And Pat.
That brings this portion of the net to a close. Thank you for being with us. This is KJ6GOO,
KJ6BFT.
Heather,
And Margaret.
from the Amateur Radio Club of Oklahoma. Good night and 73. Please stand by for Newsline.